Aloha, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Surgeon here, bringing you a StarCraft 2 commentary. We are on XelNaga Caverns. The players are PainUser in the 7 o'clock position, the red Terran, and in the opposite corner, in the 1 o'clock position, we have LiquidJinro, the blue Terran. This is game 2 of the finals of the MLG winners bracket. Dallas 2010, best of 3. We have PainUser taking the first game, so LiquidJinro is playing for his tournament life. If he loser of this match will go to the losers bracket, while the winner of this match will be going on to the grand finals. A little bit about last game, game 1 between these two players. We had LiquidJinro trying to execute an early 4 Hylian drop on with Blue Flame against PainUser, but PainUser sniffing it out, sieging a tank in the middle of his base and forcing Jinro to retreat. But PainUser then using a nifty 1 Marine with medevac drop and stim in the back of PainUser, in the back of Jinro's base. Jinro not spotting it in time, losing 4 SCVs, and the economic lead just built throughout the whole game. PainUser expanding while the drop was going down, and just using that economic lead to build a completely stronger force that he rode out into the end in what was a 22-minute game. So it looks like we have the standard opening from PainUser, as well as a standard opening from Jinro. Jinro will be both players will be producing that first Marine as well as orbital command, so nothing fishy for this game. A little bit about this tournament. MLG Dallas 2010 was for StarCraft 2 at least. They had 128 players in the field, so a huge bracket, double elimination tournament, with all rounds except the grand finals being best of 3. So I think the finals of the winners bracket is like round 7 or 8, and yeah, that's a lot of rounds to win. I mean, it's possible 24 games you gotta play. Looked like PainUser putting on some pressure with a Marine and SCV. He does see Jinro's SCV at the XelNaga tower. Jinro able to escape just barely. Has his 2 Marines on the high ground. Will come out to meet, while PainUser's Marines will be running, and he will get his SCV out of the tower in time. PainUser going for the reactor on his barracks, possibly for a swap for the factory, while Jinro already swapped onto the factory, onto his reactor to produce, and immediately producing 2 Hellions. PainUser opting to go for the tech lab, will not be going for the reactor switch just yet. Time will tell. Starport going down for both players. Oh, yes, for both players. Command center going down for Jinro. Very tricky. We'll be going for a fake harass into expansion. PainUser does not have his expansion being made, so Jinro taking a card out of the deck of PainUser, because this is exactly what PainUser did last game, was he early expanded. PainUser getting a vision of everything out there. He does see everything that Jinro is doing. He does see the command center. LiquidJinro going to have to hold off any push. 4 Marines going to meet up against 4 Hellions. Let's see what Jinro can do. Oh, but there is a tank out for PainUser. Let's see what the Hellions decide to do. Do they decide to push up onto the ramp? Most likely not, now that he did see that tank. Otherwise, he would have been able to take out these Marines handily. Banshee coming onto the field for PainUser. Orbital command already made for LiquidJinro, as well as a Viking to counter that incoming Banshee. I believe Jinro did see the add-on for PainUser, the tech lab on the starport. So he will be expecting a Banshee. Hellions on patrol. A little bit nicked up, so there is an SCV here. I'm not sure if he was planning to repair. Viking on the field to intercept that Banshee, but the Banshee will be running the other way. Bunker down at the choke for PainUser, while Jinro getting his expansion down. Finally, he did have it waiting in his base just to check for any pushes by PainUser. PainUser going out. Here comes the Hellions. Hellions ready to do the counterattack onto PainUser's mineral line. It's very wide open. Here comes Jinro. Jinro pushing up into the main with his Hellions. There is nothing there. 2 Marines in the bunker. He will fall right past them. He's engaging with his SCVs against the Hellions of Jinro. Jinro's Hellions trying to get some damage on the economy, while at the same time pushing up into Jinro's front. Jinro does have sieged up tanks, so he will be running into siege fire. Siege fire going down on all of PainUser's units. He will be sending in his Banshee, but no cloak done yet. No cloak even being researched. So PainUser will have to back up, as he has no opportunity to push in here without vision. No Vikings. The Viking count is 1 for Jinro, 0 for PainUser. That will affect the vision. Here comes PainUser, who will be sieging up next to the forest cover in the back of the natural for LiquidJinro. But LiquidJinro does have siege up tanks in range. The Banshee trying to do some harassment, but LiquidJinro is sniffing it out. PainUser most likely will use that Banshee. PainUser does get the last hit on this tank to snipe out that tank from LiquidJinro. PainUser at the same time expanding at his natural. Although, let's look at the income tab. We do have 29 harvesters for Jinro and 27 harvesters for PainUser. Unit tab shows that 2 meals out for Jinro will be the difference in the economy. PainUser forced to retreat as LiquidJinro does heal up his tanks and push forward. PainUser's frontal units will also be retreating. So let's see if Jinro can take his economic lead into the win. PainUser wisely taking his XelNaga watchtower, the closest XelNaga watchtower towards Jinro's top base. I really like PainUser's use of the XelNaga towers. It's really giving an advantage on the intelligence, and I'm a fan of intelligence for the game of StarCraft, as it allows you to have an idea of what your opponent is building and what to build to counter that, as well as to see any incoming drops. I love the sensor tower. Sensor tower is an asset that I think pro gamers will be forced to use, especially against Zerg Mutalisks that will always try to do a counterattack to your Terran ball push. Jinro unwisely moving in with tanks against the concave PainUser's tanks, so he will be retreating to the XelNaga tower. LiquidJinro actually behind on income, now just dropping 3 meals. He will push his income higher. His harvester count is 8 ahead of PainUser, and I believe, oh yeah, look at that income jump. Let's go to the army tab. About equal, 78 to 74. LiquidJinro ahead just by a few units, dropping another meal, so his income should be very boosted at the moment. Yes, he is ahead by about 400 minerals per minute. PainUser getting his eBay up. On the production tab, we have Stim for PainUser, combat shields for Jinro. Jinro running off of 3 racks, 2 factory, and 1 starport with a reactor. PainUser on 3 racks, 1 factory, and 1 starport with a tech lab. Jinro working on his rocks at his gold expansion on the inside 12 o'clock, while PainUser is also working on his cold expansion at the inside 6 o'clock. Looks like General will be making a command center just outside his natural expansion, but the same thing opposite on the side for PainUser. Sensor tower up at the flank of LiquidJinro's main base to sniff out any drops, and I really like that play from General. Hopefully he takes a look at his minimap and sees the units on his radar. So General going for his XelNaga tower closest to PainUser's base. Let's see if we can get what the... But PainUser does have Vikings on the field to spot for his tanks. So General's tanks are going to be forced to retreat here while he reinforces with Marines and tanks. I really think General should be pumping out some Vikings. He is pumping out 2 at the moment, but on the field he only has 1. Both players only have 1 Viking. I really would like to see General micro his tanks a little bit better.